Thanks for staying with us. The news continues in Southern Africa, where supermarkets, vendors, commuter, omnibus operators and tuckshops in Zimbabwe are reportedly rejecting payments in the ZiG currency following a 43% devaluation effected by Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Governor John Mushayavanhu has also said, well, as a result, traders are now only accepting payments in USD, leaving many Zimbabweans who have previously lost savings due to currency changes in a difficult position. Critics argue that the Zimbabwean government has effectively rejected its own currency from the start, as the ZiG cannot be used for essential transactions like passport applications, customs duties, rentals or fuel purchases. The ZiG was introduced in April 2024 at a rate of ZiG, that's about 13.50 ZiG to $1 and was initially promoted as a solution to Zimbabwe's ongoing economic crisis, but it has since seen heavy devaluation on the black market. Well, joining me now is an economic analyst from Harare, Prosper Chitambara. Welcome and good morning to you. Let's go straight into this. One would ordinarily think that there has been a final solution to Zimbabwe's nagging economic crisis. But what is the general sentiment among the economic community regarding the recent devaluation? And is there a sense of optimism or pessimism, if I may say?
Well, I think there is, well, the sentiment is rather mixed, but I would say a lot of people obviously are probably pessimistic, given the fact that we have had these challenges, macroeconomic challenges, for the longest of times. For some, like us, we are cautiously optimistic that if we do things right, especially around fiscal and monetary discipline, as well as institutional reforms, I think we should be able to turn around the economy and ensure there is sustained growth and sustainable development. But the situation is tough, very challenging, especially for the ordinary person. Also, given the fact that this year is a drought year, so a lot of people are obviously struggling to put food on the table because of the drought, and the drought is also imposed significant pressures on pricing in general, especially food pricing. So this year is a very challenging year, definitely.
Well, we do understand that some economists may be of the opinion that this is just a teething stage, that as time goes on, the ZiG would coast along the lines of a final improvement, which will then see Zimbabweans become more confident in use of trade. But it seems like the government is also being fingered of not accepting ZiG, especially in other aspects of daily life. Can you expatiate more to us on what the borderline simply is between the consumer and, of course, the government, and how ZiG will likely perform in a few months to come?
Well, I think for me, to ensure currency stability and sustainability, there are fundamental factors that we must get right. First and foremost, the issue of fiscal and monetary discipline is very critical. We need to put a tight rein on money supply growth, but also even on public spending. But like I said earlier on, this year being a drought year, there has been significant pressures, especially on public spending. So the deficit this year is wider than last year. And the financing of that deficit has also contributed to the unsustainable growth in money supply. When you look at the money supply figures, the official money supply figures from the central bank, there has been a significant increase in money supply, both narrow money supply and also broad money supply between end of April and also end of June. So that obviously has stirred up inflationary pressures within the economy. But also the issue of production is critical. Our production this year, because of the drought, production has actually gone down across key sectors, including manufacturing. But mining has also been affected by the softening of commodity prices. So all the key sectors of our economy this year have actually declined or are in decline. Then related to the issue of production is the issue of reserves. We don't have adequate reserves to provide sufficient cover to the local currency. Currently, we are sitting on probably around 400, at most about $400 million worth of reserves, which in my view is grossly inadequate to provide sufficient cover and ensure stability and sustainability for the ZiG. When we look at countries in the regions, Zambia, for example, they have more than $4 billion worth of reserves. And then Botswana, they are sitting on about $5 billion worth of reserves. As for Zimbabwe, we estimate that we need at least 3 months import cover, which is about 2.7 billion US at the barest minimum.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much for breaking it down for us, Dr. Chitambara. Hopefully, we can get more insights into what ZiG is doing and how it will indeed perform in the next few months to come. Thank you for your time.